down, and that was in the middle of the student parking lot. So
wait,
obviously
a friend of yours. So he was your friend and he punched you?
Supposedly, yeah.
Okay.
I don't even want to go there, man. So then I want.
Have you ever been suspended, Vince?
Oh,
dude, no.
Are you crazy? Ask my mom how much time she spent up at these schools after me.
Man.
Yes, I have been suspended. I've been suspended from school. I've been suspended from the school bus. I've been suspended. I think I might have been suspended from lunch for a day. I don't even know, man. But
I think you softer than baby food, man.
Reggie, the only thing soft is that marshmallow thing you call a head on top of them shoulders of yours, brother.
And you had a Jerry curl back in the days.
At least I had hair, my friend.
I had a hair too back in there. I got pictures, man. I had a kid and play flat top.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go on Sports Done Right on Facebook and follow the group there. Sports Done Right, also home to the Sports and More Show info on Facebook. Reggie's going to post pictures for the world to see. And Carla, if you're in the house, I can't wait to see this. Maybe the lovely Carla can jump on the line a little later. And has Carla ever seen you with hair, or have you always been bald since you met Carla?
She'll hop on it and tell you, I've always been bald, but she saw pictures. I had little dreads once, and I had a little flat top. Yeah, man. She'll hop on and vouch for me. I don't lie.
Our boy Mandeleon in the chat room says in Ohio he fought every day.
Thank you. I mean, Mandeleon know what's happening. We live right next to this school called Shaw. So, yeah, I had to fight. And then when I got to school and I pledged Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, we was always fighting, man. We didn't have plush little spots where they had some like 8-foot black man guarding the door like you.
Okay, first off, I got to welcome your fraternity brother. Give him one of those go mobs.
What's up, Blue Phi? You know.
There you go. The one and only Boosa Bus up in the house. And he's like, where's the love, fellas? Exactly.
I know. I'm sorry, man. We busy out listening to you talk all kind of crazy, tough talk like you was all hard.
Anyway, man, the Sports and More Show. We are live and direct, xsquadaffiliates.com, doing big things there, making our return to SME as well. And also you can check us out on Spreaker.com. Now, Bama Boy here in the chat room, Reggie says, Reggie, I lived in Cleveland Heights for 3 years. When I was a recruiter in the Army, our office was in Severance Town Square.
Yes, sir. See, I'm telling you now, that was a while ago. I'm going to be honest, man. You probably wouldn't have been able to recruit me to go to the military, bro. You was too big.
Well, also the height requirement. But
you know, actually, there is no height requirement to get in the military. They would have probably told you would have had to cut your Jerry curl off to get in. How about that?
And I definitely would have. Anyway, folks, we got the one and only big uncle of the crew checking in, the one and only. You know him, you love him. He claims he's from the New York metro area. Cue the music, Sinatra. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to introduce to you New York, New Jersey, Vern. Vern from Jersey, now living in Atlanta, GA.
Now, Vern about to meet.
Start
let me let him get his music in.
I'm leaving today.
Vern will vouch for me. I've been an Ohio State fan since I've known Vern. That's been, 2 years, 2.5 years, man? So why you hating and you got about 30 teams, man? Don't come over here talking.
Where's the love, Reg? Where's the love?
Whatever, man. Let's move on. Whatever. What else is going on?
Please, man. Exactly. What else is going on? Well,
there we go. Carla's in the house. Go ahead and ask away.
You asked me what's going on. I was going to ask you, what do you think of my 4-0 Minnesota Vikings, baby?
It pains me because, and I got to be honest, I'm an honest person. I did not see this coming. Did not see it coming.
Who did, Reggie? I mean, honestly, who did?
No, it's still early, and your boy Bradford, we got to keep him up, right? You got a good line. What are your thoughts? I mean, what are they saying in Minnesota about him? Are they really thinking Super Bowl with y'all?
Well, guardedly optimistic. It's 4 games, but hey, you're 4-0. The talk has already begun. Hey, if this carries out, what happens with Bridgewater next year? And as I said on my show a couple nights ago, we'll kind of cross that bridge when we come to it. But what's not to be excited about, man? Word on the street is Vikings are hot. Very excited to watch the defense play. And, it's just great time to be a Vikings fan. Got Houston coming in here this week. and looking to be 5-0 going into the bye week. And very, very excited. Bradford obviously is doing a great job. And hopefully the offensive line's kind of coming back a little bit too.
So question for you. Do you think you would be in the same spot if you had Bridgewater? That's the first question I'm going to ask.
I saw that Reggie had my people send that over to the governor's office a little earlier today. It's a tough question because I don't know. I mean, there's an honest answer, man. I don't know. I understand people like to ask it. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, Bradford has made some good passes here and there. He's also made some bad passes. Teddy brings a little bit of a different option because he has more of a mobile set to him. And now people are talking about that. I don't know if you saw the San Diego preseason game, but he put a move, speaking of Bridgewater, of course, when he was scrambling, he put one of them real nice moves on one of the D-backs from San Diego, literally broke his ankles. But now people are wondering, because he supposedly looked a little funny after that maybe, if that kind of contributed to the knee injury, which I think was the following week. So, just debate fodder, but I don't really put a whole lot into it. But I don't know, man. And RC in the chat room, actually, Dollar says, great question. I'd say yes because of our defense.
All right, so.
Yeah, maybe because of the defense, possibly.
Y'all do have a top-notch D, man. I mean, we're talking like Baltimore-type scary. What about all this talk that it was a blessing in disguise that Adrian Peterson got hurt, because then he's able to not focus on him and kind of spread it out a little bit? And what are your thoughts on that, for the people that say that?
I mean, this guy led the league in rushing after coming back from not playing, injury, suspension, just everything. So I understand what they're saying, because at this point now in AP's career, that's the talk up here in Minnesota. Before this, before he got injured here recently, do we play him? Do we try and trade him? See what we can get for him? And there were grumblings, and even reportedly from some Minnesota Vikings, that, hey, maybe we are a little bit better in this sense, is that it changes the game plan. I mean, you can't say, look, we're better without the best rusher in the league, but, we're undefeated. I hope AP can get back for either us, because I always said this was going to be his last year in Minnesota regardless. So now he's going to have to get better. I don't know if it's going to be in Dallas. Who knows? Maybe he'll wind up with your Browns. Oh, that's
Please.
Right. You're a Steelers fan.
Please. I've always been a Steelers fan. I got more jerseys of one team than you got of multiple teams.
Oh, well, I hope so, my friend. I hope so. And let's not talk about the truck you bought him out of.
I mean, we already had my family member come on here and say that I was a Steelers fan, so I'm not really sure where. I haven't heard anybody, even your boy got on.
You know what?
Speaking of,
we got to get her back, man. Jackie is the brains of the family, definitely knows more sports than you. We got to get Jackie back on here.
That's true. And while we at it, let's get your boy Coffee back on, too, after that ass whooping they got.
He was going to call in. Oh, actually, I forgot to send him a link to the show.
Yeah,
good
text
good
him. I'll read some of this chat. Mandeleon said it's still early for my Browns. Yeah, it's still early for y'all to lose every damn game. Are you kidding me? Again, Cleveland is one of the worst franchises, and why? They fired their 6 scouts that said Carson Wentz was a better pick than Goff. And what do? They don't pick either, and they go with RG3, and then you got this other quarterback. So they lost out on another quarterback. The Browns are a hot mess. Hot mess.
Sluggo says, easy answer, yes. Bradford has done a good job of managing the game. I believe Teddy would have done the same. Definitely probably would have. And also speaking with the schedule we have, too. RC says, I wouldn't go that far. AP, when healthy, is still one of the best in the game. If AP does leave Minnesota, he could see him in Indy.
Whoa. The dude was averaging, 40 yards the first 3 games or whatever games? He was
I think
done.
He's speaking overall, Reggie.
Oh, you're going off of old history. AP was not the best. Was he a top-tier running back? It's hard to say.
Well, why not? You're saying it.
I'm going by the
sucks,
stats.
he's done.
He did stink.
Well, his offensive line wasn't helping him either. And by the way,
really?
after he went down, the two running backs, Asiata and McKinnon, up until the last game, I think the Vikings, the game before the last game here, rushed for maybe 100 yards, F that. So
you don't even know your team because actually Asiata got more carries than McKinnon. And then now when you watch
who got more carries, Lil Sawed Off?
Listen, man, when you watch this last game, McKinnon got almost 100, over 100 and a touchdown. And in
Carla,
fact,
where are you?
She's on here. Carla, actually, if it wasn't for me picking up McKinnon, he won the game for Carla, her team. She was 0-3. We put McKinnon in, and he got loose for 100 and some yards and a touchdown.
Oh, Reggie.
Know your squad. Know your squad.
Oh, know your squad. Okay, folks. Anyway, Vince Wright, Sports Governor, Reggie, DJ Dollars and Cents, the Sports and More Show, S&M Show, bringing it to you, bringing the heat and the passion back to SME, baby, the Student Media and Entertainment Network.
Y'all need to let go. I know it's hard to let go of a legend, but it is what it is. AP was, he was at that cliff, my brother. I like AP with his baby.
Hey, Reggie, hold on.
Whipping.
We're playing your song.
Which one is it? I can't hear it. What song is it? Is he playing Short People? Or is he playing? This is playing my song. Whatever. So, all right, before we move off, so let me ask you one more question, and we'll move. So let's say Bradford goes deep in the playoffs or a Super Bowl. What do you do with?
I just brought that up again. You weren't listening to your co-host. I don't know what you do because
it's your team.
Well, hold on, brother. You got to let the gov speak here. I don't want to have to veto your ass again. Now, anyway, there's still grumblings from the medical people that we still don't really know the full extent of Bridgewater's injury.
Yeah.
So, again, we got to see how long this is going to take because if he ain't ready to go by next season, pre-camp going, then, obviously something you gotta take a look at. And if Bradford goes deep this year, obviously there's going to be a situation.
You see this, though? What's this? This is me, the money sign. Are you going to pay that man that much money? That's a lot of money he's going to ask for, man.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I don't know. It all depends on how it plays out. If he goes deep, if he gets them, let's just say he gets them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Vikings lose or maybe even the NFC championship game. It's definitely, I'll tell you what, and I was thinking about this actually when I was caught in traffic on the way home today, because of what I've now started hearing on local sports media and whatnot regarding this situation, is that if that happens with Bradford, the Vikings fans as a whole, not saying it's right or wrong, they will definitely roll with Bradford. Because in sports,
bunch of traitors.
Exactly. Well, hey, it's what have you done for me lately? Out of sight, out of mind. All these little sayings come to apply. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying that's how it's going to play out.
Yeah, and your ass going to be the first to get a Bradford jersey, too.
No, I'm not. But what I'm saying here, no, seriously, because I've seen it play out here before. Dante got hurt, bring in the next quarterback. Brad Johnson, Dante came in. The whole thing. So, I get it, and especially being a black guy, you've heard me pimp for the black quarterback and all that stuff. I'm just speaking reality here.
Okay, yeah,
that's all I'm saying, boss.
What have you done for me lately? No, you're right. So,
and it's not right, or it's definitely not right, but it's football.
Let's see here. John Fisher said, "I applaud the Browns for passing on Wentz." I'm sure you do, but that's typical Cleveland.
But John Fisher also said Dollars is in concussion protocol.
I have had a lot of hits to the head, man, from real sports and getting hazed. Besides, we didn't do drinking games and keg stands like y'all Sigma News up there in Minnesota. Let's see here, 334 Bama boy said, so now Minnesota going to kick Teddy to the curb.
Yep, exactly.
GTFOH, Teddy would have done the same thing.
And I just responded to him in the chat room, too. But, Bama, that's what I'm saying, man. It hurts me, but it's starting. You're just starting to hear the inklings, Dollars, and everybody out there. I flipped on sports here the past couple of days, and that's exactly what they started kicking around. Hey, guys, well,